Hi, my name is Oliver, and this is Create Something with Onramp. Today, the question we're going to answer is, do you need an LLC to sell on Amazon? So this question kind of comes up with newer sellers as they're kind of getting through the process of figuring out what they need to kind of get started and, create a business on Amazon. And one of the questions that pops up is, well, do I need a business entity to start selling? Because it makes sense. It's a business, you're selling things. So most people, the first step is to create a business entity. Well, with Amazon, the short answer for that question is no, you do not need an LLC to start selling. In fact, there's many cases where you'll never need an LLC to start selling because of the nature of how Amazon works. So basically, when you start to sell on Amazon for the first time, you use your social security number to create your account. Amazon will send you kind of tax information at the end of the year, and then you use your social security number in combination with that tax information to kind of file your taxes. So most people would think, okay, well, I made a business and now I want to get taxed as a business. So they create an LLC. And one of the, in the world of LLCs and things like that, LLCs are taxed as the individuals who are running them if you are running the LLC on your own. If you want to start selling on Amazon, all you need is your social security number. You don't need anything else to get started. And then even if you create a business entity such as an LLC, you still are using that same social security number because you're the only member of that LLC. Now, there are times where you actually do need to incorporate and then file some kind of business entity and then also get yourself an EIN, which is an employer identification number, and that is what you kind of use in place of your social security number on Amazon. So there's only a few circumstances where that happens. One is when you are running a company with multiple people. When you run a company with multiple people, whether it be an LLC, an S Corp, or a C Corp, then you can use the business entity information such as the EIN, and then you use that, and then that is what you will use to sell on Amazon. If you're running a single member business, such as an LLC, you still remain using your social security number. Now, there is a case where you would use an EIN or an LLC information to run your Amazon business, and that is when you take an S Corp election or a C Corp election to have your LLC considered as an S Corp or a C Corp, in the eyes of the IRS, and then you will use that business information. So, a lot of different scenarios as to when you would need to use the business entity or use a social security number. But for the most part, if you are a single seller selling on your own, whether you're just selling with your social security number or you have your own LLC, Amazon wants to see you only use your social security number, and they don't really have any interest in any business information unless you kind of add more members to your company. That's kind of the simple answer. If you're selling by your own, stick to your social security number. Don't worry about it. You can just start selling as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe. We're creating more content all the time to help Amazon sellers and e-commerce sellers just like you with Create Something with Onramp.